How's it going, everybody? PigBay here, PB for short, and today we have the Lazo, Tier 7 Premium Russian Cruiser. Now, after playing this ship, it's more of a kind of a meh ship in my opinion. It's not horrible, but it's not great either. Now, one of the poor things is the concealment. Concealment is really poor, sitting around 10 kilometers. If you spec it down, it's like 9 point something. This thing also turns like a brick, so very poor maneuverability. In terms of armament, you do get 12 152s. The AP does really good damage to DDs. The accuracy isn't as good as I expect from Russian cruisers. It's not bad. It's wonky sometimes. It's hard to explain. Torpedoes, they kind of, they're nice to have for Russian DDs, but, that 4.5, you're really only using them for self-defense, to be honest. When firing your main battery at ships that aren't DDs, though, you get full pens on battleships if you hit them in the weak spots. But the problem is with cruisers, you do have to aim at the weak spots as well. I feel like the AP doesn't have enough punch, and you really can't rely on the HE, in my opinion. It has a 6% fire chance, but you have like an 8.9 second reload, which is, atrocious. With that spotter plane up, you get about a 14 kilometer range. Without the spotter plane, it's sitting about like 12-ish. And also that includes the elite bonus as well. So you get a choice. It's kind of a hard choice. You get a choice between 4% range or the 3% reduction of reload and 7% traverse speed. So it's a hard choice. Currently, I tested both out. This is my first match in it, so I was running the range. I also seem to get better results when my later testings when just turning off auto aim. So this is a ship that benefits from that as well. Now I've compared it to the Shores. Shores is a little more maneuverable and also fires about a second quicker. So that's why you can actually utilize that fire starting chance. Whereas in this one, you'll get fires because of the amount of guns. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me when I tested it. Now, as with all cruisers at this tier, you need to be careful with battleships. They will slap you, especially Francesco's with sap loaded, or Venitos, because you will be facing those as well. I played about like 15 games, and I did find myself getting up tiered a lot. I feel like that happens a lot with tier 7. It kind of has that tier 9 treatment. You do end up being top tier. It's just not as often enough, honestly, to make it worth it. The other thing is a lack of radar or sonar to spot DDs or torps. That is a problem. Yeah, your AP does really good damage to them when you hit, but there's no real way to spot them if they're in smoke. Say a field smoke coming straight towards you, there's no way for you to get guns on target. Now onto this match. Things aren't looking too good. Team's currently, sailing to the right. It's pretty lost at this point, but I'm still going to give it the college try. Crash Can decided to come in, do a little torp run, but we're going to go ahead and take him down. Again, the AP is pretty nice. I launched some predictive torps, but I didn't lead him quite enough. It would have got him if I led him a little better, but it's alright because the guns do get him, and down he goes. And it shows one of my favorite things about 152mm guns is when firing AP at DDs, it really doesn't matter what distance that they're at because the shells aren't going to really overpen them, and that's one of the beauties. It makes them great DD killers. Now next up is a Z23. Unfortunately, he goes undetected, so I can't get that shot off on him. So we're just going to go ahead, pop spotter plane, try to get accurate shots onto that Takao. Now I've heard in the grapevine that popping your spotter plane actually increases the accuracy a little bit, so I wanted to try it out. Down goes Z23. He launched torps, but those are definitely going to miss. Now back to the spotter plane thing. The reason I think it adds a little more accuracy is because you can aim directly in the middle of the ship instead of kind of just that side view. You get this semi-aerial view of your target. Unfortunately, Akatsuki goes undetected, so I cannot get shots onto him and try to get the kill. But right now, we're going to go ahead and try to hide behind this island because that Francesco is looking, and I really want no part of him whatsoever. He's completely smashed me. There he goes again. But now we're going to try to heal up behind this island when it comes off cooldown. Unfortunately, it's 50 seconds away, but there's Akatsuki. We'll try to use this island as a little bit of a shield. He should have been firing his guns because I only have 1700 health. But fortunately, he just wants the torps. So he wants to get the torp run, even though I don't have that much health. That's going to be his downfall. And that is going to be our third kill. Now I'm just going to use this island to try to stay undetected and get these shots. I'm only going to be able to get my first 2 turrets online, but any little bit of damage I can get on this Takao is going to help. Now, as I stated before, when firing at cruisers, you're going to have to aim at those weak spots, just because, like this Takao, I'm hitting him directly in the middle, but, you know, I'm getting semi-pens, not really as many full pens as I want. Now, unfortunately, we only have myself and a DD and this Edinburgh that are left. Edinburgh doesn't have long for this world because he is out in the open in front of a Francesco. Francesco is looking really healthy. Yeah, this one, it's not looking too good. Looking like the writing's on the wall. He did eat some torps, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to actually take him down. Alright, we're going to get our final shot off onto him. Hopefully take him down. And we get the Pity Citadel. But Francesco is barreling around this island. So I'm trying to back up, and I was hoping to go forward and kind of play a ring around the rosy as long as I can. But the D7 province is there too, so yeah, I don't have enough health to deal with 2 people at once. Like I said before, maneuverability isn't this boat's strongest suit, so unfortunately we take way too long to get around this island, and I run into it. I'm gonna go ahead and launch torps just to get that extra bit of damage because he is gonna smash me with that sap. Yep, and down I go. But is it worth it? It's hard to say. I think there's better AP slingers, especially looking at some of the premium German cruisers like the Munchkin or the Weimar. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.